And we are back on air in studio now with Jamo. And it's our 15th birthday today.
That means cake somewhere, right?
I wonder who's that from. That big chef, Ayana. Big up to you. And happy birthday to this radio show and all the past family members and current family members. And so, Jamo, what... I'm stealing Ayana's question. I'm sorry, Ayana. But what made you want to create Youth Flex?
But Youth Flex was created at a time where it was a newly formed government department, the Department of Youth and Sports. And a lot of young people weren't aware of what was out there.
Yeah.
And a lot of their parents didn't know what was out there for young people. So we thought of, instead of having a series of newspaper advertisements, have something that is a lot cheaper. So we partnered with Radio Cayman. They offered their studio to us freely. And they still today, 15 years later, offering this forum for us for free. To just get the message out to parents and to young people of what is out there and how they can get involved. But then I had a co-host with me. Her name was Crystal McFeel. She's now working at Customs Department. And each 4 or 5 shows, we had a guest come on and say, like, I want to be on the show. So, like, well. And then it evolved into a program. Then I said, well, if you come in and you co-host with Crystal, I can back out. And we rotate guests, rotate hosts. And it turned into a program from there on. So we started right after 9/11, 2001. Our very first song was Izzo, and then we did a tribute by to they had a lot of tribute music because of the Twin Towers. We did a tribute stuff for that very first show, and then we also featured Aaliyah because she had recently passed away in a plane crash as well.
I was named after her.
Yeah, so we did some tribute for her as well on our very first show back in September 2001.
Oh, wow. And so, Jamo, for the listeners out there, so this is the 15th year Youth Flex has been on air. Yeah. How many times have you missed a show?
About 3 times.
3 times in the past 15 years. Yeah. Wow.
He has good reasons.
I mean...
Yeah, a lot of the times, even when I'm on vacation, the young people would want to do the show but don't want to do it without me. But it's more than about me as the producer of the show.
Yeah.
We wanted that at any time young people can run this show, and I'm sure by attending planning means you can. You don't really need me here. You're trained Toastmasters, so the delivery should be on point. With the guidance of the staff here at Radio Cayman, everything should be in order and it shouldn't be at any risk without supervision, which is critical for young people.
Yeah, that's one thing.
That's why I'm here, about making sure you're safe, not about making sure the quality is there. I'm confident of the quality because you're prepared for broadcast.
Yeah.
But it did happen a few months ago. I was traveling. It was last year. Yeah. I was traveling and I said, well, it was a Wednesday. And people on the team had iPhones and I had an iPhone. I said, well, I'll FaceTime you on my travels. And I was stuck at the airport in Martinique and I FaceTime, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So he was here, but he wasn't here, if it makes sense. And so now we're just gonna get into the benefits of Youth Flex, because as you mentioned, Toastmasters, that's another thing that I've taken away from being a part of Youth Flex. It's an amazing thing to be a part of, learning how to be a young leader, go through public speaking, and all of us, except for Trey, have done this. And what have you guys taken away from this?
From my Youth Flex experience, I feel like it's a good experience. Not only you put yourself out there and you meet new people and you get opportunities, you get more away from it than just being a part of a radio show.
Yeah.
Like just last week, I was hosting a Gospel Day concert. I probably wouldn't have been able to do that without having the connections I do now. And then being part of Toastmasters, not only will I use it here in the radio show, but public speaking in front of my peers and such.
Yeah. And Ayana?
I've taken a lot from being on Youth Flex because, like Victoria said, you meet new people and, like, you get experiences because you meet new people here and you create bonds with them.
Yeah.
And also just being able to be interaction with Mr. Jamo, he opens doors for you. So
I definitely agree. If you want to get anywhere, no matter what area it is, talk to Jamo.
It don't start and stop with me. The youth services unit, the whole team, I call them my A team because they're really the tops. Camille, Victor, and now we have on Miss Georgian as well. That's what we do, create opportunities for young people.
Yeah.
I think the most powerful part of Youth Flex is anytime we engage the community, not only them listening to us, but about us taking part in their lives. The community service aspect that is part of this program is probably the most vital part. Although we broadcast week in and week out, I think when we do the service projects, whether it's here in Grand Cayman or in Cayman Brac, it is the most meaningful, long-lasting memory that you will take away if you put your all in it. And it's an enjoyable time, but the joy of knowing that you made a difference in other people's lives is what I would really want you to take away from it, because the Youth Services Unit wants every young person in Cayman to be great.
Yeah.
And you can only be great when you have the heart of a servant. And this is why we do community service. No matter which program you're in, if you're in Youth Flex, if you're in the Youth Assembly, or in the fan club, or even in our camps, you can still be doing community service at some point in time.
Yeah.
And by serving, that's when you connect to the world and you make a difference.
And one thing I've taken away from Youth Flex is, like, within the past month alone, I've had so many people come up to me and tell me how proud they are of me and how they see me doing my thing. And I'm just like, thank you. Thank you to all the people. Even someone's called in and told us how that they're happy to see youth, like, doing something with themselves.
Yeah, this gives me an opportunity to express my thanks to April and Eric as well from Cayman Life TV, because this brings another element to Youth Flex that wasn't there.
It really
Not
does.
only is it they're television based, but they're also internet based, so people can watch Youth Flex all over the world. If they tune in and they happen to miss us on Periscope because they couldn't catch us live, they can still go on Cayman Life TV and look at it at any time.
Yeah.
And some people check out the interviews, they check out some of the episodes that we have, and for that we're grateful. It is about young people being prepared for life.
Yeah.
And that's just one way that's added, and I want to thank Cayman Life TV for what they do.
Yep, shout out to Cayman Life TV, channel 33, you can check us out. And I definitely think Youth Flex is something I would love for, like, at least everyone to, like, try it out at least once, because I remember
people.
I know I mean young people, but I remember the first time I came in here, I sat down in a chair for the entire hour and I didn't say a single word. No one knew I was in the studio, but it was such an amazing time. I just had to come back. Even though I didn't say anything, I just had to come back because the people here, the environment, is just such an amazing thing. And I really wish everyone could experience this.
Okay. Well, our next set of recruitment is boys, so we're bringing the boys back, right?
Yes.
I noticed the last 2 or 3 years, we've been recruiting a lot of girls, and a lot of girls has taken up the opportunity to take on the lead roles here at Youth Flex. Trey, I said a lot of girls. That's Trey.
But Trey knows he's been complaining about it, so it's
you see what happened is
I wasn't complaining.
He got top position, so he's no place to climb. Right? He's director of digital production and social media. So
it's nothing.
but we have some boys coming and joining us, and they'll be bringing a whole different element to what we do on radio and TV.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
So that is something to look forward to in the upcoming seasons. But this season is not quite over yet. It's
No,
quite a
it's
ways
not.
away, and we might have a different host here, right?
Maybe.
Maybe. Let's tell us a little bit about what you plan to do while you're not going to be hosting for a while.
So, exams are coming up early for me.
Yeah.
It's very sad. Sad time. But I will have to take a short break for exams, and Ayana will be taking over for me. Are you excited?
Definitely.
She was like, I'm going to get to host.
Yeah, which means I'll have to appoint a new musical director.
Trey's been complaining, so I guess he can do music.
I'm not sure.
No, but we got a lot of young men that are coming on board, so we get a boy's view of music as well. As Ayana's had a season already,
Yeah.
so she's used to the routine. I don't want to bore her either. But we expect A's and A stars, so
Yeah.
make the best of your study leave. We'll embrace you when we get all these A's, even if you don't get an A, but we prefer when
We
you get
aim
A's,
high.
because
Yes,
that's right.
we'll
We
aim
aim for
high.
A stars really, but we'll settle for A's.
No problem. I will settle for an A as well. And with that, I just want to wrap up by saying, once again, happy birthday to this Youth Flex radio show and our family members. And with that,
Show me the cake.
Yeah.
well, we can't show the cake.
Yeah,
We're
we
on
can show you-
radio.
But we can show you for those on television.
Yeah.
LOL.
No, but while we in birthdays, my father shares birthday with Youth Flex this year. My father is 76 years old today, looking as spiffy as ever. So
Happy birthday,
Happy-
Mr. Turner.
there you go.
Happy birthday.
And with that, Youth Flex fam, do you have any final comments or shout outs?
I would just like to shout out Youth Flex. Happy birthday.
Trey?
Yeah, no?
I have no particular shout outs, but just thank you for YouthFlex for recruiting me, because it's been a life-changing experience.
You gotta save the best for last. Thank you, Youth Flex and Jamo and the whole Youth Services unit.
And my shout out to Youth Flex. It's 15 years old. And shout out to my friends and family. Over to you, Ayana.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm
I need
sorry.
to shout out my wife, because I wear a good husband does. I need to shout out all 100 and odd Youth Flex family members. Some of them said they were coming through, but I don't like it when Youth Flex family don't live up to their call and their name, right?
Yeah.
So, next time, if you say you're coming, make sure you come. Who else I need to shout out? My 4:45 walking crew, Miss Ruth, Miss Deborah. Shout out to you all, because almost every morning they make sure that I try not to get too much overweight, and they come walk with me, so that's pretty cool. I think that's it. Yeah, over to you now. Yeah.
So, Heard on Youth Flex today was host Aaliyah, myself, and Trey, along with the news team of Mia and Victoria, along with our guests, the Surf Graduates. News and highlights by Victoria Buttram and Mia, sound and boards by Mr. Will Sinatra, music selected by myself, word of the week was selected by Mrs. Cumberbatch of John Gray High School, interview scripts by the Youth Services Unit, video captured and edited by Cayman Life TV. We want to shout out Funky Tangs for their continued support of Youth Flex radio show. Shout out to Chef John's Barbecue for sponsoring the Super Jam. We want to shout out everyone checking out the Flex on Periscope today. I want to shout out the entire Youth Flex family on 100 and counting. You've been listening to Youth Flex, the weekly Wednesday radio show by young people. It is a joint initiative of the Youth Services Unit and Radio Cayman. We thank you for joining us today. Until next week, this is Ayana saying, be impressive, keep your chin up, and God bless.